All right, so your question was 5, number 19. It's the integral. What in the heck? Just a minute. Might be helpful if you open the right software, stupid. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're doing the integral somewhere. I don't see your notebook. I don't care. We're going to do the integral of 2x squared over 1 minus 4x cubed dx. So for the substitution, and that's the square root, of course, on the bottom. You're looking for the function that's in the function. That's typically where we start. So if let's say u equal this fella, then du would be negative 8x squared dx. Well, I've got a 2x squared. Well, that's pretty cool. So you do this a couple of different ways. What I normally do is I just put the 2 out front. So you're like, oh, I've got an x squared dx. Oh, I've almost got that. So it turns out a negative eighth of a du is equal to x squared dx. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, all right, 2's still here. And I'm going to replace this with this. So I'm going to bring that negative 1/8 out front. And then it's just going to be a 1 on top, or if you prefer, just a du on top. Actually, it's not. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to write it as du like this. And then this is u to the negative 1/2. And so if you do the antiderivative of that, it would be u to the 1/2 times 2, because you're going to divide by half. Yeah, and so you end up with negative 1/2 u, which is 1 minus 4x cubed to the 1/2 plus c. Again, does that work? Probably. So this is this thing to the 1/2 power. If you take the derivative, you bring the half down, you get negative 1/4. And then you're going to get this thing to the minus 1, or well, oops, to the minus 1/2 times negative 12x squared. And so if you do that, you get boss obviously goes on the bottom. And negative cancel out. You get 12 over 4 is 3x squared. So I made a mistake, obviously, somewhere, because that should have worked properly. And, of course, it did not. So I made a boo-boo somewhere. Let's retrace our steps. Negative 8, 1/8. So negative 1/4. Right. So add a half, divide by half. So times by 2 is negative. So, oh, ha! What a moron. Your problem is right here, Jay, you big doof. You see that? This should be not negative 8, you goofball. And of course, you were yelling at that on the TV. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you on the TV yelling at me. Of course, you heard that. So it's negative 1/12. What a moron. So there you go. So this should be 12 out front. Nice. That's hot. And of course, this is still a 12. That's hot. And then you get, wait, that's going to be, shut up, negative 1/3. No way. Way. And so this is negative 1/3 out front. What? No way, bro. Check it out. And then you're like, okay, do I like that better? I do like it better because I'm supposed to have a 2 on the top. Something a little screwy. Well, that's better. You're still messing something up, stupid. All right, so negative 1/12. So it's 1/6. 2/6 is 1/3. Just a moment. I'm getting angry. Now let's see if we can do it right this time, Jay. This is the correct answer. Yay. Now let's take the derivative. Good night. So I'm going to rewrite it first, if you don't mind, because I'm having apparently some issues tonight. Take the derivative, so it's going to be 1/6. Nice. And I don't know where I was going wrong with that. I think I was losing the half when I bring it down. So there's 1 minus 4x cubed. Hey, look at that. If you multiply that out, and this is a negative out front, don't forget that, then it's positive 2x squared, and then this stuff goes on the bottom. What? No way. Anyway, that's the answer. Sorry it took me so long. It's a little embarrassing.